I think so. I don't know, Pauline. I don't know if you're on. I'm on my own. We were doing so well, but we were gossiping.
Do you know what? 2 weeks away from camera, and I'm gone. Lose it completely.
Good morning.
Morning.
I hope you're well. I'm going to need some help this morning, only for the sheer fact I need to know if we're live. I'm on my own. Producer Kat's gone on holiday, but look who's with me. We were just saying 10 years in TV we've known each other.
10 years.
And we've never worked together. He's the legend that is. Pauline Wheeler is
Isn't it
here.
Stop.
Mwah. Mwah. How are you, lovely?
I'm really good, thank you.
Now,
quite excited.
Well, this is exciting because I was sent these sort of proposals through the other morning, and I was looking through, and I didn't know that you'd sort of moved into the world of soft crafts.
Yeah, well, you know me, it's like I love to dabble, and all the while I've been doing my stamps and crackers and whatever, and then I think it was 2017 I started totally out the blue quilting.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden I'm like, well, we do this on fabric, we do this on stamps, with stamps on card. Why can't I stamp on fabric? And that's how it sort of developed. And then it's like, well, if I can stamp on fabric, why can't I design my own fabric? So a combination of stamps, stamp your own, ready printed, bespoke, limited collections, only available through me and here. Well,
we're going to get to this. Now, some of the things that we've got on today's show are super limited stock.
They are.
Super limited stock.
Yeah.
And some of them are going into retirement.
Yes.
I.e., when they're gone, they're gone.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Before we tell you how to do that, let's do the roll call so we know who's in. Janet's in, Jennifer's in, Alison's in, Christine's watching, Fiona's watching. Good morning, both. We can hear and see you. We're live. We've done it. We've cracked this. We've cracked it.
Because there ain't nobody here but us chickens.
There's nobody in. There is nobody here. I'm in charge of cameras and everything.
If it's going to go wrong, it'll be on ours. Yeah.
So, to make it easy for everyone this week, well, especially for today, all you have to do is type in the word deals. Type in the word deals. That will take you to the secret section of the HobbyMaker website. Ooh. I know I have a secret section. You can't find it anywhere else.
Do you have to go like 007?
Well, you do. You wear a little tosh and things like that. Your little... So you do this, type in the word deals, and that will take you to all of Pauline's deals that we've got on today's show, okay? And let me tell you now, there are loads on this show. Not just soft crafts. We've got your stamps as well. We've got your acrylic blocks, which are ridiculous prices, $4.50 and $5.99.
I know. I've even knocked like a little tiny bit off those, so
everything has got a massive saving on it. So get involved with the show as well. I also want you to do any questions, queries, worries, woes. Pauline is on hand. And what she doesn't know about craft is not worth knowing, frankly. So if you've got any crafting dilemmas, I want to hear those today as well. Shall we begin?
Yeah.
Let's begin. Oh, we've also still got the 3-word game because Kat's not here. I think it's on this system somewhere, and I'll be picking your crafty creations tomorrow. Let's start, though, with our first round of stamps, because this is sort of where the journey started.
Well, this is where the journey started as per fabrics. Yeah?
Yeah.
So this little stamp here, and I'm going to turn it over because this doesn't show the true size, and this is called Flowers in Bloom. And if I turn it over, you can see it's 2 hefty stamps.
See, they're good size stamps.
They are good size stamps. Now, if you can remember, when I launched these, some of you might remember, I did a 12 by 12 print onto cardstock and I framed it. And when I then developed the fabrics, I gave that away on Sewing Street with the fabrics.
Okay.
Because it was my big, big birthday. So I wanted to do something special. So these two little stamps, they were $9.99.
Not today, $7.99 today.
$7.99. And when they're gone, they are gone. I'm now moving on. I have got stamps like 2 days away from being delivered.
So we're not a new launch?
3 new launches. So I I can't store anymore. I've got to move on.
This is what you can create. If you're just, I say just, and you know what I mean it in the nicest possible way. But if you are just a stamper, as it were, so if you are a card maker, let's put it that way, it sounds nicer. If you are a card maker, these will still work.
Yes.
If you're not into the soft crafts and you don't want to go down the soft crafts world.
And this has been done by my one and only, at the moment, design team member, Ian.
They are beautiful cards.
Now, this stamp was one of my originals. There are a few, and they're reduced as well. Right, everything. It's like everything goes today, hopefully, because I just need the space. Not for any other reason than I need the space, and I am not repeating these again. So they've stood me in good stead.
People are saying the deals bit isn't working. I'm just going to check.
Right.
While we talk about them, we'll still talk about them though, because there is loads and loads of samples that you can do with these.
Now this one, I have decoupaged. I don't know whether you can see that. You can see the leaves here and the petals on there, and I absolutely love this stamp set. And if I show you now.
Yeah, go on, show me away.
Right.
Show me away.
Okay,
so I move to this camera.
Right, okay. This is on fabric.
Look at that.
What I did on cardstock. And then I have coloured it. We'll go into the colouring a bit later. And I've free motion quilted on this. So lovely placemat there. So you can see how that that are those.
So you wouldn't put two and two together. And I've said this for years, that if you can't draw, I'm not a drawer. I can't draw for toffee, but I can stamp.
I spent years telling people I couldn't draw.
But now you can. This is the thing. You can now make your own fabrics.
But if you feel you can't do it on fabric, I've got you covered.
Well, this is the next thing.
I've got you covered.
So if you're thinking, I'd like to have a go, but I'm a bit nervous, I'm a bit scared. For me, I'd go for the stamps for $7.99 and try it on an old pillowcase. An old white pillowcase, try it on there to get the grips with it. Yeah. Because what you can then do is you can stitch onto this. Yeah.
You also must have the correct ink, and I use VersaCraft.
Oh, okay, so your VersaCraft ink is to stamp onto.
Because it's stamp onto fabric. So, if you... Right, I need your help here, hon.
All right, if I go this, this one here. Or do you want to hold it up?
Yeah, let's hold it up. Okay, so with this one, you've got it in colour.
There you go.
Ready, done, and your fabric there.
Look at that.
Okay.
How beautiful is this across the board? Absolutely. The colourway and the quality as well.
So this card here, okay, I'm going to show you an uncoloured one in a moment. So this card here is done from cutting one of those along the top there, and I've padded it out. That's an aperture card, and that is fabric, and I've padded it out.
I love this. So you could use these as single cards if you want. So what's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah.
So you could have 6 single cards like this one.
Yeah.
Or tags.
And if you embroider, oh my word.
That'd be nice.
I don't do hand sewing. If you embroider, it's perfect. But let me show you something
Show me more, show me more. You can show me whatever you want.
Behind you. It's behind you.
Oh, here we go, here we go.
The cushion.
So if I bring this in.
Yeah, we're going to go bigger now.
There.
Right. So that's what you can make. But if you wanted to, say, go a little bit further, perhaps you want to make 2.
Okay.
So there is no limit to what you
it's a bigger
can do.
Panel.
This one, you get the panel plus ½ a metre.
So that's going to give you the front.
And that.
And that.
Yeah.
And then you get an extra ½ a metre.
Yeah.
So we could make...
2.
Easily 2. 2 and a bit.
Yeah.
2 and some pin cushions.
2 and some pink. 2 and anything. Yeah.
So this one, so what's this one called? This is your...
This is the bundle.
So this is your bundle. This is your Pauline Wheeler pink floral panel fabric bundle. £22 and 49 pence. I've got people looking
and that
at the website.
Because I kept the price that I launched it on Sewing Street.
Okay.
So I thought I'm gonna keep that lowered price for you.
I love it.
Absolutely. And it's bespoke. It's limited edition. When they've gone, I probably won't print again.
So if you want to go for the bundle, we're getting the word deals. Keep typing it in because it is working for some and it's not working for others. So I know it is working and I've got people checking it as well as we speak. So have a little look if I was you. From there, where do you want to go now?
Well, I know there's only a couple, but this is a ½ metre.
Oh, okay.
Okay, this is just a half. There is literally
A handful.
I think there's two.
Oh.
Two. There's very limited.
So if you want to go just for the ½ metre on its own of the pink floral, so say you want it all to match, you can do that. You can get it all to match if you're going down that route. Type in the word deals because it is working for some. I know it is all working now. It is all there. So type in the word deals and you'll find all of these across the website itself. But not only do we have the fabric, obviously we've got the stamps to match.
Well, this stamp set as well, which there is literally very few.
Oh, okay.
Very few. But this was in with the fabric. That's what the other ones come for. We'll come back to those in a minute.
So if you
I just wanted to tell you that is also included in this design.
So if you want to go for the ½ metre of the pink that you've got on here, $8.49 today. So you could go for quite a few of these. Well, there's only two left, so you can't go for quite a few of them at all. But you know what I mean?
But the others, I've got enough. So now we mentioned about colouring your own.
Yes. Okay. How do I colour?
So you don't want to stamp, but you like the design, and you think, well, perhaps I could colour. We're doing a black and white version. Okay.
Oh, look at this now.
So we've got slightly different on this one. Okay. So what we've got here. Oh, that's the ½ metre. There's it. So this is your black and white version with the help from my assistant again.
I'm back. Black and white, you see? I knew it was going to be.
And white.
Someone's asked if I've got the trousers to match this top. No, I haven't. Look at that.
Okay. So this is your larger print here and then your black and whites. Colour, I use Inktense pencils or you can get the fabric markers.
Do Inktense down fabric?
Yes.
Does it?
And I use something called textile medium. You can use a bit of water, but water spread's a bit too far for my liking.
Oh, okay.
Or aloe vera gel.
Oh.
But you'll find all that on Stone Street. And again, we've got a very few couple
of the big one
of the ½ metre.
See, I'd like that. That's nice. You
So
colour that
that's
in
your
on yourself.
½ metre.
So if you want to go for the ½ metres, the deal pages are all
I'm
working. It's all
going
there.
to show you
Go on, show me something. Show
a
me
sample
something.
as well. And
you show
then
me.
this one.
I'm going to do this one.
Okay. We've got a big one again because this one is slightly different. Okay, because you've got small print and you've got the large print. So if we get Adam again. Okay.
I'm just messaging Liam to make sure this works.
I hope so.
Just with the subject line of help.
Okay. Right, so this one, you're getting your small print.
Oh, look at that. And
but you're getting your large print. Okay, so that does give you the option. Now, here.
I was going to say, a beautiful tote out the bottom, and you can have a purse to match.
Yeah,
go on. I'll
so
hold it at
this
the back
is
so people can see.
a little bag I've made where I've used the small print on the back, I've used the large print on the front, and then just done random few colouring.
See, that's nice.
Okay, and it can be anything. You know, I'm not giving you saying you've got to make this, you've got to make that.
No.
It really is all your choice of what you do with it.
Have a go. Have a little look. We're on it. Liam is on it as well to get you the deals that you've got with these ones. There is loads and loads of deals today. Remember, we're moving into the world of fabric, but you've also got the stamps to match. So if you wanted to make that tote bag with the matching tag that you wanted on there as well, you can also go down that route. Everything is mixing and matching
I've done with the stamp.
Beautifully. Which stamp?
That one. Don't know what I've done with it. But
this one, that one.
That's it.
That's
the
the
one.
one.
So that's the one you want if you want to, add a bit more, do a bit more yourself.
You see, but they're large stamps. If someone's just starting out, if you're practicing, this is another one, the reason why I like these stamps as well. Well, all the stamps.
Yeah.
If you're practicing your alcohol markers, you need a large area.
Yeah.
Now, to find some stamp to colour is hard work.
Yeah.
Because normally they're really intricate. With these, you've got those large areas so you can practice your blending.
Yeah, Absolutely, and especially on the leaves with several greens as well. It's you know, it works really, really well.
So you can really practice. I've got the gist of these cameras. I'm all over this. You can really go in with the blending should you wanted to go down that route. So if you want to get hold of it, the deals page is there to go and have a look at. And Liam is on it. Liam is on it. Where are we moving next? Ribbons?
Okay, we're going to do, and this is Big Bow.
Oh, Big Bow.
So, and then I'll show you. We'll go back to a different one, a fabric after. But this is
so if we
Big
put that
Bow
there and I press this one
here. Right, so I love this one. This is real simplicity, but you can do so much with it.
But it works.
So if we, let me find
Have we got any in
one.
here?
Here we go. So this stamp here, okay, is
nice.
all of those. So I've even like decoupage on there as well. But if we get time for a demo, I'll show you how to do something like this, if we get time for a demo.
We'll have to
Okay, we'll see what we can do. If not, I'll try and do something on a Facebook Live or something.
Loving them. While we talk about social media, let's talk about your social media.
Yeah.
How do we find, so if, say we get this home today.
Yeah.
And we get it home, we're loving it, we're like, oh, I'm stuck now. I don't know what to do with it.
Okay.
Where can we find you for either inspiration or just get hold of you, like, right, Pauline, how do I do this?
Okay. The best thing is Pauline Wheeler Designs Group.
Oh, okay.
Because there you can post your mates, you can ask me questions or whatever. I also have a Pauline Wheeler Designs page where I post information, which you can reply to, but you can't post on there. And then there's good old Pauline Wheeler. But anything to do with my brand, Pauline Wheeler Designs Group, and Pauline Wheeler Designs page. Yeah, and you'll get everything on there. I love this, and I knew I wanted to have a bow because you can put a bow on a lot of things. And like you see here, some masking technique, and that's what you get.
Show me more. What else can you show me?
Okay, you've got lots in here.
Right, if I give you this,
all right.
you go through them. I'm going to put you on the overhead and I'm going to go and get Liam.
Okie dokie.
Right then, so if we do this, so just where those stamps are there, show me all of your stamps.
I might have put them all out. So let me just check. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. So with this one, we're keeping it really simple. Another lovely one from Ian. And then we have this one here. Again, sometimes less is more. And, you know, again, with your colouring, with your shading, you've got so much more on there. And I think we've got one more here.
I love these designs that you're doing.
Here we go. Let's take this one down. And we've got that one there. And you can see how you can make it with your colouring techniques. So it really is a lovely one. So that is the Big Bow.
Okay. Right, can we move to a demo?
Yeah, sure.
Let's move to a demo so I can go and holler for help.
Okie dokie.
Because I want this to work.
All right, let me show you.
So let's move to a demo and then I will leave you on the overhead, turn my mic off and run the length of this building. And then we'll come back and I'm getting it, so as I said, me and Pauline are on our own. They've left us on our own. I don't know why. I don't know who thought it was big and clever. Third week in. But we're getting it sorted, don't you worry. If you've got any questions as well, we are Rosemary. What would be the best ink pad to stamp for a hand embroidery old style with a curled needle? So what's the best ink pad to stamp with?
The ink pad, I would go with VersaCraft because it's washable as well. But I would go with something, not the black, I would go with a very pale grey. If you can only get black, what I would do is stamp it off a couple of times and then do it on your fabric, so you get a much lighter that then would be, you know, easier with your sewing, that you wouldn't see the black underneath so much. Right, okay. Oh, I want the big bow, don't I?
You get the big bow. I'm sorting it. You know me well enough by now. I say it as it is. I haven't changed in the slightest. Doesn't matter where I work. I am sorting the link out as we speak. The minute I cut to the overhead camera, I am going to sprint and hope I've turned off the right microphone across the building to go and get someone to sort this out. They've given me, look, I'll own up. They've given me a list of instructions that I have to follow. Everything should have been set up for me. There's a gremlin somewhere in the system and I don't know where. So we'll get it sorted. We can do this. We're only 19 minutes in. Do not worry. Get your inspiration, write down your shopping list, so when you get there you go, I'll have that, 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 that and that. And then your basket's done. Remember, it's capped postage as well at $4.95. It will be capped postage at $4.95 for the rest of the day. And this is Pauline's only show today. She's only in with me on Craft O'Clock. She's not on the main channel today.
No, no. Well, the thing is, I didn't have enough stock.
Well, this is the thing. She only had little bits, and that's why we've got them. And we've got them at amazing prices that I'm going to give you when I open that website shortly. Not done it yet, just teasing you. That's the way we'll spin it. We're just teasing you with the website and showing you everything that's coming up. Right then.
Right.
Keep your questions coming in. I'm going to leave you over here. Do not move from that space.
Right, okay. You can see here, this is how I never have time to clean up. But what we've got here, this will be available as well today. Pauline Wheeler Designs, acrylic block. Okay? So what I'm going to do is pop that down, pick that up, and I'm going to stamp on this card here. So I'm using VersaFine because I believe that is one of the best inks that you can use for straightforward stamping. Okay.
I'm back. I've just caused chaos in the office.
Have you? Have you gone all screaming and
I did. I barged past Wheeler, the other one. We know we're live, but no one can buy, lovely. The link's not working that Kat set up. Yeah, and I can't get into emails because that's zoned out, so I can't email Liam.
Dear.
Yeah.
Right, I'm going to carry on.
You carry on.
So, now, it's really hard to try and do vertical like so. So I'm going to turn it and I'm going to put my stamp right down and then even pressure. Always keep your hand on, never take it off. You just want to make sure you press down. Now, the guys at Pearlywinks do something that you can, a tool that you can add pressure with, which is very good if you don't trust your stamping. Okay. And then we lift that off and we have a perfect bow. Now here, this is some masking paper. And what I've done, I've stamped it on there and I've cut out the centres there. And I'm just going to quickly cut around here. Okay. So one of my favourite things to do when stamping is masking. Now you can see I'm cutting right up to the line because if you don't, you can get what's known as ghosting. And we don't want that. It means that you have a gap between where the stamp has gone and where you can see the ink mark. Now here, can you see, I'm just coming out slightly and I've cut in a little bit because otherwise it will fall apart.
Okay.
Right?
I've got people on it now. People are now panicking.
Have we got the whole building?
I've got the whole building. As I said, they were all in meetings with Dawn Wheeler, Naomi was here, Janice is here, and I was like, sorry, I'm going to stop all the conversations. No. Help me now.
We're very important.
Pauline Wheeler is mid on air, and they were like, oh, we're not going to have a hug. I said, no, I'm on air. Sorry, gotta go. I'm on air as we speak.
Well, we'll get it sorted.
So we're on it, people. We are on it.
So we are sorry. It's, yeah. I seemed to break, when I went on Sewing Street with the fabrics, I broke the internet there.
Oh, you see,
so it's like, it's like following me around.
Rosemary says, thank you. I have never done this using an old style blue ink pad transfer. My late mum gave me. Thank you for the help. Yeah,
you're very welcome. Go. And you can always message me. I'm always around. Always around. Right, so we're just going to cut this up to the line on here. Takes a little moment. You see here as well, just go a little bit wider. All right, but if it does separate, you can always just stick it on.
Is it a good idea? Liz brings up a good thing. She uses VersaCraft in stamping onto fabric, and she uses a pale colour if I'm embroidering over it. Is that a good thing to do? That's what I said. There we go.
Yeah. If you can only get black, stamp it off a couple of times, so then you only get like a ghosting impression.
Oh, so it's like a fourth generation?
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
But otherwise, you try a very pale grey.
There you go.
And that will blend in. Okay, right, so we've got that now. Now, this is the hardest thing to do, and that is to peel the back off.
Oh.
So I've got my very posh...
That is a very posh poker tool.
It is. All done by hand.
Oh.
Yeah, we have them on the...
Check out the website. Well, it's the only thing you can get at the moment. Check out the website.
So we're going to take off the backing. Now, this one obviously is a hunky-dory one that I've used, but I know that Nice Crafting do a lot as well. So we just see how it just peels off.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, and it's sticky on the back. Now, you don't have to do this if you're very careful. You don't have to do this every time. You can stick this on the front of your packaging and reuse it.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So we take that off there, and then we're going to lower that onto there. Doesn't matter which way around you do it, but if you go from the centre and then just ease those into, see, it's not difficult, it's just a little bit time consuming.
What's your rule with, if we're not, I'm no good at fussy cutting. One, I get frustrated and I end up cutting off half the stuff.
Yeah.
What's your policy with scanning it in but not saving it on the scan and cut?
Yeah, you can do.
Oh, that's good.
Or get a friend who'll cut it for you.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of I just get frustrated towards the end. You know, when you're like, I'd end up with no bows on or one ribbon.
So, can you see? I'm just getting it over onto that line and then down.
Okay.
And once that's on, we can then go ahead with the next bit, which is stamping a second image. Okay, I'm not happy about that bit. So
Beverly, lovely, we're getting the link sorted. Once again, I do this a lot at the moment. I can only apologise. These links were all meant to work and we don't know why they're not working. Someone is on it as we speak.
Right.
Okay, I have an whole office, literally the whole office, including Scott, looking into this as I ran through panicking. But I've got Pauline in there and no one can buy, so sort this out for me.
They've got to keep Pauline happy.
This is the thing.
Okay. Very important, Pauline.
Very important.
That's what VIP stands for.
Very important.
Right, so
Pauline.
I've inked again, which means now, let me come from a different angle, and I can lower that down on there. And because you've got even though this is very, very fine, you need to press down on those overlapping parts to make sure that your impression goes really, really well. The stamping blocks will be coming up.
Yes, if you want the stamping blocks, you'll find them on there as well. If I can get this sorted by today, and hopefully it'll get sorted during the hour. If not, I will do a live tonight while I'm at my parents', and I'll put the links on there.
Okay.
And we'll do it that way, so you'll be able to get everything. So use this show as inspiration.
Yeah.
And then we'll get back, but hopefully someone will come back to me very, very shortly.
Okay. So you think now, well, that looks an awful mess.
I was going to say, I've known you for a while, but come on. You've let it slip.
So now we can remove our mask.
Look at this.
And we've got our crossover bows. So this now can go on my packaging, ready to use again. Because it doesn't matter how many times you've got the print on it.
No, because you're not using that bit.
That's right, that's right. And then if you wanted to obviously do the leaves, like I did on that card, you would just do the one, keep it on, and then do your leaves so your leaves come through underneath.
I love this.
So that's a bit of a masterclass in how to do your masking.
How to do masking, but it's one of these things that we forget. And if we're new, you're like, well, how do you get things behind? How do we tuck those leaves in? Because no doubt we could do that again and put the leaves in the back,
yes,
like that sample just over there.
But what you would need to do is do a second mask.
Okay.
Because unless you were just coming over this one part where you would keep it on there. If not, do two masks. That's fine.
Then that give us what that card is over there?
Yes.
Would that give us that? So if we use two masks and more and you wanted to use the leaves, you can start doing things like this. How beautiful is that?
And that's, again...
So this is all using the masking technique. Once you've made one of those bows, you're really good to go, aren't you?
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
Loving this. You've got loads, remember?
That's the one with multiple, you see?
This. So would that be mask at the top? Which one would be masked first if we're going to do something like this?
It doesn't matter. You can start with that one there, then you would mask that and you would stamp that one, and then you see that one's on the top. So you would then move your mask from there to there, so you could put that, that's going over there. So you might just move that up a little bit. If not, make two masks. It's easier to make two masks than keep trying to move one.
The same mask.
Yeah, yeah.
There you go, masterclass. A masterclass in masking. Because once again, it's one of those things that we forget. If we're starting out though,
Yes.
okay, because it's all right having all this stash.
Yeah.
But if we're just starting out, we're going to get the stamps, we're looking into all this. Could we use just copier paper to start with? Or do you say not?
No, copier paper will tend to soak up your ink.
Oh, okay.
You know, it's only, what is it, 80 GSM?
Something like that, yeah, yeah.
It's not a good place to start. Let's start where we're going to finish.
I like it.
With quality, okay? So get yourself, it doesn't matter what brand, but do you know what? I have to say Hunky Dory Ink Me cardstock is...
Best way to go.
Yeah.
Have a little look.
It's pretty good. I've used it for 10 years.
Yes, you know your stuff.
Yeah, yeah. But a good quality, because you've got to remember, you can stamp it onto your copy paper to try it out before you, as we say, put pen to paper. But start with decent products.
That's true.
You can only get better, you know?
Have a little look. Go on, treat yourself. I'm going to throw it out there because no one's got back to me yet. No one's been back in since I've told them about a problem. So it's either sorted and they forgot to tell me, or they're still sourcing it.
Oh, let's hope so.
So if someone... oh, here we go. Here we go. It's fixed.
Yay!
It's all fixed.
Oh, we're only half an hour behind.
So, all those people that have been waiting, it is now fixed. Type in the word deals. Oh, no, I think I've got a graphic for it. Type in the word deals and you will get all the deals. You'll go to the snazzy page that we've got on there. Have a little go on that one. And you'll have everything that you've just seen. So you'll have all those stamps that you can use if you want to go down that route. You've got all the fabric on there. You've got the acrylic blocks that were made for the stamps.
Yes. And I'll show you that in a second. I want to get this last fabric done because this one can be a kit or a panel.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay, so what's this one?
So this is your sunflower.
I'll move these.
Now this...
Oh, you come this way for me. No, you're
darling.
all right.
There we go.
There we go.
This originally was a stamp. Now, in here...
Look how
somewhere...
beautiful. I wonder if we can get on this camera.
Okay.
Look at this.
Right, I'm going to show you the drawings.
Okay,
okay, let me cut this open.
You cut that, we'll come back to one.
Okay. This was one of my original stamps.
I've never had to press so many buttons, but I normally just stand here and listen.
Yeah.
I've never done so much in my life.
So this was that. Okay?
Get away.
So then I thought, oh, hang on a minute.
So that's that.
That's that. But then we've got that one. So I cut that.
Word.
Then we've got this one. So I cut that.
Move this
so
this
when
way.
these are decoupaged, okay, they came, it was like that. Yeah? So I thought, I want a fabric. But this stamp, oh God, there might be just...
A few. There's handfuls.
This is an original, so, yeah. So...
To call a spade and tell the honest truth,
yeah.
We've took these from Sewing Street.
Yes.
We have taken these from Sewing Street.
Yeah.
We weren't meant to dabble in the world of soft
No.
crafts. We are meant to stick with what's on HobbyMaker that you've got on this one. But we threw caution to the wind and we've gone, do you know what? I'll have the last of them.
Okay.
Give me the last of them.
Yeah.
But you could mat and layer these.
Oh my word. This, right,
Go on, I've
is
got
your
it.
panel.
That's
but you know we
beautiful.
said about, well, what if we do a bit of a project? Okay.
Yeah.
So this is available. This is the panel, right?
Yeah.
But if you buy the kit, which is the cushion kit, which is this one.
Well, this is £22.49 if you want to go for the cushion kit. This is the cushion kit that we're looking at now. So this is just the panel. This is $15.99. Okay, special deal.
Yeah.
This is the Pauline Wheeler Sunflower Panel Cushion Kit, £22.49. You got a little Billy bargain on that one. You got a bit of a discount on here.
Right. So with this one, you get that panel again.
Yeah. There you go.
Okay.
So there's your panel.
You get the fabric to make the front, which has got bees on it. It's a Lewis and Irene fabric.
Nice quality. No, quality.
Okay. That's this here.
Yeah.
And then if you wanted, this is all being appliqued. I've cut everyone out. You get your Bonder web. So when you cut...
So this is a full kit.
Yeah, so you cut a piece of that.
You cut these out.
You cut one of those out. You iron it onto here. you cut it out, you remove the backing, and you place it on here. And then I've stitched, machine stitched all the way around. So that is your cushion kit. So that's that, and that, and make that. But you don't have to make the cushion kit if you just buy a panel.
If you're buying a panel. Do it come with instructions on how to make the cushion?
No, because you don't have to do it like that.
No, very true, very true, very true.
So the lovely Stuart Hillard, who you'll all know from Sewing Street, he's on today.
He's just on now.
He quilted and made, that's just from the panel. So say options. I'm giving you carte blanche. You can do what you want. If you wanted to do a wreath shape with less on,
that'd be nice.
Just do that. Leave a gap in the centre. You could stamp a sentiment on there or something. The cushion's a little bit big for in there. That's why it's bulky.
No, it works though. I like it. I like a plump.
I like a plump
cushion. Something to sit on.
To it, yeah.
But look at the detail.
That is the cushion kit.
So you get everything
you
need.
Or you buy the panel.
For £22 and 49 pence. £22.49 will get you everything apart from your threads.
I think there might be a ½ metre as well.
There is.
Low quantities.
£15.99 if you just want the ½ metre of the fabric on its own. So if you just want ½ metre.
No, that's £8.49 if we have one of them. I don't know whether we do.
Sunflower panel, £15.99.
That's with the things
Oh, that's with
on.
the cushion.
Yeah.
Oh, it shows go to pot, isn't it? It's going to pot.
No, we haven't got a ½ metre.
There's no ½ metre of this one. It's just the panels that we've got across the board. People are telling me now the links are working. This is what I like to see. Thanks, Adam and team. You're more than welcome. Alison, thank you. We're trying. You know me, I'm too trying. Is the deals for across the board?
Yeah.
It works the same as HobbyMaker. So if you can buy on HobbyMaker and they send it to you there, you still get cap postage. So if you're buying now and you're going to buy later on, you get cap postage across the board. Okay, so that will run out at midnight tonight. These deals, though, on Craft O'Clock are not that long because there is super limited quantities. Yeah. So when they're gone, they're gone. Now everyone's rushing in now to get them because I can see people coming to the pages. There's already been over 200 of you. 200 of you have gone to that secret deals page. They're the numbers that I can see here. So I know you were all waiting for it. So some things now may start selling out. That's the other thing I need to tell you. There's only me and Pauline in this room. We're locked in a cupboard, genuinely locked in a cupboard. They
might not let us out.
Yeah, there's no cats. Cats up in Scotland for the week, so they're leaving me on my own.
What a week she's picked weather-wise.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
But what they've also not done now is let me enable stock. I don't know how to do that.
No.
I normally have people in my ears to do this for me. I don't work cameras. So we're all in it together.
So we don't... we might have sold out of something.
We could have sold out of everything. We don't know about it. So you are going to be my eyes and ears for the rest of the week. Is really what you are.
I won't know till in the morning.
Till you get home. You won't. Right. What else do you want to look at?
Okay. Well, we've
acrylic
done some stamps. Let's do the acrylic blocks.
Let's look at the acrylic blocks because these are something. Once again, I don't think you can have enough acrylic blocks.
Okay. Now I've done 2 because I realised when I was doing the one and then the bow stamps come in and I thought, they don't fit. Okay.
Oh, okay.
So this one, which is block 1.
If I do them that way, you'll be able to see.
Fits on.
Should you put that down there?
Right. So block 2 is the bigger one. Block 1 and block 2.
So this one is 450, which is the smaller block. It's quite hard to see, I understand, but they are see-through. But if I hold it there, you'll see it's blurry. There's a reason why it's blurry.
There's a reason why it's blurry, and when you because it's got protective coating on. When you take it off,
it'll be see-through. It's
super see-through, and it says Pauline Wheeler Design.
See, for me, for 450 or 550 for the larger one, I'd be getting 2 or 3.
Yeah.
Why? Because I'd also use one of the
different size stamps.
Well, also as a paint palette.
Yes.
I'd put my acrylics on there and stuff.
Absolutely. I put my Distress or Oxide inks on, spray with a bit of water, stamp down. I instantly have a background.
That's what I'd do.
That was what I was going to...
Let's do it, let's do it. But this is what I think I don't like. Once again, for those people that know me, I don't like mess. I don't use glitter. I have a craft room at home because it's something that I got into as presenting. Yeah. And I never thought I'd have a room dedicated to craft. I thought, these people with craft rooms, what are they doing? No, I now have a full dedicated room that is just for craft. But I still don't like the mess of craft. But things like this, where I can pick up off my desk, because my
Yeah.
desk is a multitude of things. It's my office, it's my desk, it's where I do my life. I can pick this up, run it under the tap, and I know that's the only mess I've
Yeah.
got.
Absolutely.
So for $4.50 for the little one, I say little, it's the size of my hand. It's not little in the slightest.
Do you know something I haven't checked? I have 600 new stamps coming.
3 ranges.
Okay. And I haven't checked whether these fit. There might have to be a
So
block
maybe
three.
maybe a bigger block. Do we have an A4 acrylic block?
Well, do you know what? If there's a need there.
Well, there's only one. I know there's one company that does it. You could be with your name
Oh,
on it. Let's
you
do
know
it.
what?
Let's do it. $4.50 for the smaller one, $5.50 for the bigger
Can I
one.
just say as well?
Yeah, go on. Say away.
Corners are rounded. So
don't hurt
no
yourself.
sharp edges, corners are rounded.
Like that.
Okay.
Amanda, no, you've not missed the 3-word game. You've just reminded me to do the 3-word game. While Pauline sets up for another demonstration, and I try to work out how to do it. Your 3-word game. You know the rules of the 3-word game better than what I do at the moment. I'm going to give you 3 words today, tomorrow, and Saturday. On Saturday, you put all 3 words together for a goodie bag worth having. Trust me, it's worth having. Today's word that you need to jot down is this. This is your word for the day for 3-word game on Saturday, where we've got an extra special giveaway as well. Jot this down. There'll be 3 words over the course of the next 3 shows, today, tomorrow, and Saturday. That is your first word for the 3-word game, okay? That's what you need to know. So, I'm getting the gist of this little box. Comments, because I've missed some. How can we order? Good question. Type in the word deals in the comments section. You've come just at the right time, trust me.
Does that mean I've sold something?
You have. Tara says, type the word deal. Oh, she's doing the job for me.
Thank you, Tara.
Type the word deals and it will take you to the products in today's show where you can order them. That's how you order. Beverly's ordered the ribbon stamps but can't find the acrylic blocks. They may have sold out, but they should be on there. Everything that we've got left is on that deals page, okay? As I said, there is now...
I thought I had a good supply of those.
But they should be there. So we only, if it's not there, it may have sold out already. Thank you, Adam and team. Thank you all. Is the deals also? Yeah, we've answered all them so far.
Yeah.
Keep your questions coming in. The acrylic block should be there. If not, they'll be on the HobbyMaker website, won't they?
Absolutely.
Yeah, check them out. But if they should be, with the discount on that little cheeky deals page, type in the word deals. Everything should be on that page that we've got stock of.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I need to stress, that we have stock of. We've done the 3-word game, we can tick that off. Let's go on with another demonstration. I'm going to have to move you this way.
Okay, that's fine. Now look at my block. That is because I really don't have time.
Are you a clean crafter? I look at you and I see a clean craft room.
No.
No?
No, one word, no. I mess and I put it away. And
At least you put
afterwards
it
I bring it
away.
out again and I think, I didn't clean that very well. But the thing is, that is a permanent ink. It will come off.
Well, love.
But it's not going to interfere with anything.
That's what we like.
Okay, I've picked out 3. These are distress inks. Everybody seems to be using oxides at the moment. These are some out of my travel kit.
Okay.
Okay, because sometimes you have that many, you really don't want to be bringing them all. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to start off with, this one is Twisted Citron. And I am just going to randomly, and can you see I'm giving a twist? Because otherwise I just get a square and I don't want a square. Okay, then we go with Mermaid Lagoon, and then I'm going to add a little bit more twisting again. Okay, and then I have Wilted Violet.
Ooh.
Okay, and I'm not even worrying about contamination. It doesn't matter. It all cleans up, you know? Right, then, I'm just going to move that piece of card for a moment. Okay. Water spray. And I'm not going to...
That's not spraying.
That's not spraying.
Well,
so,
you saw that. Have you got plans for the rest of the day? As it's lovely weather?
No, I might go and visit, because my family live up the road.
Oh, okay.
I might go and visit my family. So I've just take it as, that's more splodging than it is spraying. Okay.
Let me see if I can fix it.
Dry my hand. I don't know what it is. I just randomly picked that one up. Right, and then I'm going to turn it so that it works for me. Press it down, just give it that moment to let it sink into the cardstock, pick it up, and then you've got the start of a background. You've got plenty left there to move it around.
No,
you can always add more. It'll be going in the bin. Okay, now I've still got plenty of ink, so I'm just going to a bit of flickage.
Yeah.
Okay, and that
Old
should
school.
do. Putting the lid back on because I don't trust myself. And then we can just add little bit more here and there. And then that is a beautiful background, just using an acrylic block, 3 inks, and I'm happy with that.
See, that's not, then you add in your stamps on
And
the
then
top.
you add your stamps, yeah.
Yes, now we're talking.
So again, and then if you stamp the bow on there and then cut it out, you've got that random colour.
That'd be nice.
there.
If you're not a colourist.
If you're not a colourist.
And you want to be, because sometimes it's hard to be random.
Yes. But also, if you, let's stamp that again.
Oh, let's stamp away.
Okay.
Let me know what you're up to in the sunshine today as well. We've got about 15 minutes left of this live hour. Let me know what you're up to in the sunshine. I want to know. I want to know what you're doing. We don't get this sun often. I went on a 4-mile bike ride yesterday.
Did you?
Yeah, 4
now,
miles.
I know that side's wet with colour, so I'm going to turn it over and pop the bow back on there. Okay. Ink pad. Now, I'm using a permanent ink, but you might want to wait till that dries a little bit.
Yeah.
But I'm going in with my VersaFine again, because it is my weapon of choice. So now you can look to see where you want, and I'm quite happy with that there. Hang on, let's do it that way around. Okay. As long as it fits on. So again, even pressure, always keep a hand on. We'll take that off, and then you see you've just got random bits. But then if you wanted, you could go in with pencils or ink. Now these are some of my ink tents. These are just a very small set, but looking at the same colours. So then if you wanted to add a little bit more, and you can see here, I'm just doing it randomly.
Look at that.
Okay, now that is random, but then if I take that off there, because that's not going to be used again, that's going to go home in the bin. It's not coming home, it's going to be in the bin there, here. Right, so if I just wet my brush, you don't want it sopping, you want it just damp, but then I can that's a hard brush. That hasn't been seasoned. Okay, again, take the excess off, but then I can spread that colour, and this is the same with any of your watercolour pencils. Can you see how I've missed the bit in the middle? Because that's how you get that light.
Look at that.
Look as if the light's coming on it. Okay,
Like
and because these are inks, that's dry now, but you can add more. Let's go in with.
We could blend out the ink as
some,
well.
Some green. So I'll change to a green pencil, and we'll put a bit of green on here. And this is how you can make up your own colours. See, that's going to then darken that bit there. Go back in, a little bit of water, and then we'll just. It makes the colours come to life. I picked up the wrong one.
And going back to the conversation we had at the start of the hour, if you're learning to watercolour as well,
gosh, yeah.
These are the stamps to go for, because they've got that large open area, so you can practice your blending.
Yeah.
You can practice pulling out the light from the middle to the dark to the edge and vice versa.
Yeah.
And you don't feel like you're wasting.
No, I think the tendency when you're first starting is to colour everything. Look at where your light shade is coming in from, and I am no expert, but by leaving the gap, it automatically looks as if the light is coming on there. But then if you cut that out, of course, you've just got this randomness. So if I covered that there, you see how you're just getting that part there. So it will look totally different to when it's on there. But if you don't like colouring, that's a great way of adding colour.
I love them. I just
Quite
think it's one
easy.
of these stamps that
Yeah.
you can go into, and of any age as well. Like my mole would love stamping these out
Yeah.
and colouring them in because
Yeah.
they're quick and easy.
Shall we show...
Show whatever you want. We've got 10
now,
minutes.
Now, we don't know, right, what is left.
I don't know what's left.
But there are other stamps on,
Show me more.
right?
Let's do it.
So we have flower blooms and sprigs.
Right, if I press that one. Yeah, flower
Okay.
blooms and sprigs. We are looking at flower blooms and sprigs. Is this the set or just on its own? Just on its own. It's flower blooms and
that,
set.
yeah.
$10.99 is what you're looking at for this one. Big stamps again.
Well, there was $14.99.
Well, there you
Okay.
go then. There you go.
Yeah.
$14.99 down to $10.99.
Very, very limited, if it hasn't gone already.
See, that would be nice to stitch into. Because I'm thinking
Yes.
like your French knots for all of these.
Absolutely.
Would work
Yeah.
really, really well.
Yeah. This one, you've got a lot of greetings on there. And I've done it so it's like sewing hexagon.
That's nice.
But also, if you want, if you think, well, how is that going to fit? Don't clear the ink off that bit and stamp like this one there. A smile looks good on you.
Oh, so
I
stamp
put
them
that
across.
on a bag, a tote bag I made, so that as I'm walking along the street, people can see. A
Really?
smile looks good at you.
I like these though.
So you can miss that part out and stamp across. That is happiness is, and I know that is very limited.
£10.99 for happiness is where we're looking on this one. So £10.99 should have been once again $14.99. You're getting it for $10.99 today. Type in the word deals. You'll be sent a little cheeky link. Is how you get hold of these deals. So that's happiness is, and then
Right. Okay. Now we're going back to original Pauline.
the OG
The first.
first one.
Right. So the packaging is old school, you can see.
yeah.
But this is Dream a Little Dream. This is
nice
my
background.
song.
Dream a little dream of me.
Yeah.
Our stars shining
Shining
bright
bright
above you.
That's it.
Ah.
I have to say though, that it's going to be my funeral song.
Oh, keep it light.
Yeah. But Dream a Little Dream of Me.
Beautiful background.
It is fabulous because if you've got fine liners, you can colour in some of the words. Now, where's the... Do we get it out?
I don't know. What
Is
was I
it
meant to get
still
out?
in the box?
I don't know.
Let's have a look because we did have.
there
we go.
I'm thinking though,
There's the dream.
on ribbon.
Yes. Yeah.
You use 2 of these lines, maybe just the top, or whatever, it doesn't matter really. But that is the size of ribbon.
Yeah. Mask it out, and you can just do 1 row. It's really versatile. As I say, it looks really good when it's done, and that is one of the
That's nice.
flowers in bloom.
That is
That one there.
this one, the flowers in bloom.
So it's like a bit of mixy-matchy.
I love it.
Yep.
They're just versatile.
I
If you've
know,
got all
I know.
these stamps, and remember there are more ranges to come as well.
Yeah.
There are 3 brand new ranges, and this is why Pauline's here today with the deals to go, and you know what? I do need to clear some space. Because let's be fair,
Absolutely.
and let's call a spade a spade, it is just
Me.
you. There's no
Yeah.
team.
Just
Apart from one design team member.
One design team member. I give a shout out to the lovely Ian Davis, and I have to thank him for some of the samples he's done for today. And who knows, there might be more.
But there is just, and this is the thing, it
But
is
there's me.
just Pauline.
The picking, packing, posting is me. The samples, me, now Ian as well, but me. Everything.
Everything's just, so you're,
I have a little help with the computer work.
oh yes, we need to talk about that at the end.
Because you have to make sure that your lines, there's no gaps in your drawings.
Oh.
If your lines don't match, it'll show on as a gap on the stamp. So then it has to go into computer. You know what I'm like with
Don't
computer.
do computers. We had that conversation this morning. You don't do computers.
Don't do that.
So if you want to get hold of anything, type in the word deals. We have got about 6 minutes left. Is there anything you want to show me in 6
Okay.
minutes? Do you want to go? What's your favourite? Oh, this is one. What's your favourite of what we've got on the show today?
Yeah.
Whether it be stamps or whether it be the panels, or you can look at some of the samples. What is your favourite?
Okay. This one, because this is the stamps. There is a kit. I don't know whether it's still on the website. I have got very, very few.
Look at that.
But this is a kit. Now there's a goodie bag thing, isn't
Well, the three word game that we play. We've done the first word already.
Yeah.
Are you saying we can give something away?
this kit to
The
make
kit?
this. Now, the kit.
This is going to be one to win this week.
Because this.
That's what we're looking at.
There are very.
Do you want me to move that?
Okay. There are very, very limited
Look
basic
at
because this was free. So you've got everything in there that you need. You've also got the stamp set, the big bow. You've got the stamping block.
Oh.
You've got the Versacraft ink. You've got the pen. Now the pen, if you miss a bit of your stamping, this is a waterproof archival
So you
ink
can go in.
that you can go in and,
Nice.
and fill it in. You've got everything you need in there, apart from wadding and
A
apart
cushion.
from the cushion, but you've got everything else with the beads, Lewis and Iron fabric in there. That's going in your goodie box.
So that is going into the 3-word game this week. That's our first prize for the 3-word game. If you want the word again, because Kat's not here, I can do it, and I found the buttons. That's the word that you're looking for. Jot that down, because you will need that on Saturday. There are another 2 words coming up between now and then. Lisa says, you're so talented.
Oh,
From our Lisa.
I've been doing it a long time.
From our Lisa.
A long time, but
very,
thank
very
you.
talented. Let's go back, because we are running short of time. We've only got about 4 minutes left. Let's go back to your social media. Let's plug your social media for those people that want to know.
Okay.
If you want tips, if you want to get hold of Pauline in any way, now give
And
her.
I do giveaways.
She does giveaways.
When we get more people, every time we reach a certain number.
What's the next number? Do you know?
We're on now 1,253, I think.
When's your next giveaway?
Well, I've already said I think we've gone past the 250, so 1,250. So there's one imminent, and I was going to wait till I got my new stamps, and it'd be one of them.
So go and join. Go
But
and
you have
join
to be
now.
a follower, not just like.
follow.
Got to be a follower.
And which one are we following?
Do both. Pauline Wheeler Designs.
Do both of them.
My page, and then Pauline Wheeler Designs group. And please, 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 if you make something, please put a picture
Send
on
photos
there.
in. Please send photos in. That goes for us as well. You know what's our Crafty Creations. That finishes tomorrow. I'll be drawing the winner for Crafty Creations. Some lucky person is going to win £50 credit at HobbyMaker, so you may want to save for the new stamps.
Yeah.
And you're going to win an exclusive Craft O'Clock mug. There are exclusive because we only had 4 made and I've got one of them. So there's only 3 left. So that's the way to go. Pauline, you don't know when you're on next, do you?
I don't.
That's a conversation
no,
to be had after this.
Yeah, I'm hoping to pin Liam down, but say the stamp arrival is imminent. So please buy this because I need the space.
Well, maybe you can. We launch it here first before you go on main telly.
Who knows?
We do a pre-launch party.
We could do that.
I have no control of that, by the way.
do that.
No control of it whatsoever.
Neither me.
I just turned up. What is your? As I say, let's go back to your favourite. What is? You like the cushion kits?
Yes.
But obviously this is unavailable at the moment. But it's going into the drawer. From what we've got today, do you have a favourite, or is it like children that you can't really pick? The next one is your favourite.
The thing is, like Christmas in June's coming, so my luxury cracker kits. I have a soft spot for them. But my stamps.
Do you like your stamps?
My stamps. I love stamping. Stamping is my first love. I can't ever lose that.
How did you get into stamping? What got you into the business?
Oh my goodness me. What got me into the business?
Yeah.
Okay, I was making altered books when I was taking out the centres of the book and decorating up the pages like for a christening or a ruby wedding or such, and you put a keepsake in there. And I was doing one on fairies, and a new craft shop was opening, and I was looking for things related to fairies, and I went along, and the craft shop hadn't actually opened, but they invited me in and said, we'd love to see your work, what you're doing. This time I was just a crafter, and I still am. And in the end, they said, when they saw my work, they said, will you come and teach our soon-to-be classes and design for us and everything? And that's what I did. And from there, some of their suppliers who come in and we pick the papers and whatever we want, said, would you demonstrate for us? I demonstrated at Hunky Dory's shop, and Hunky Dory asked me, will you be on our TV?
And the rest is history.
Yeah.
So how long have you done TV for now?
10 years.
10 years.
I've crafted.
TV.
I did cake decorating before.
Did you?
Yeah.
We need to discuss this more. That is it. Time has beaten us once again. Thank you, Paul. It's been a pleasure.
It has been an absolute pleasure.
Sorry about the hiccups.
We got there in the end.
We got there. It's all there. They're still available as well. Get them while you can. When they're gone, they're gone. They won't be coming back. And most of them are going into retirement, is what they won't know how that feels like.
There are more to look at. You'll find them.
There's loads. There's loads on there. We've got to try and close this down. This should be fun now without us. We're hearing us gossiping in the background while we've still got mics on. I will see you tomorrow at 11 o'clock with Hunky Dory. I think Anne-Marie is in tomorrow. I will see you then. Thank you again. Been a pleasure.
Pleasure.
Thank you for sticking with us as well. Remember, I ask for one thing and one thing only. Tell a friend that we're here. That's all I ask.
Yeah.
I'll see you soon. Bye. I think I pressed that one.